Hi everyone, it's me, Hakeem. I haven't pronounced my name correctly a long time. It's actually Hakim, but I call it Hakeem, as to others. Welcome to my channel. It's called Maple Hero, but I'm not sure if you can look at it. I think you can. Now, if you've been following my YouTube channel for a long time, which I reckon not many of you have, I've had this channel since 2011, so that is a long time ago. But I reckon most of you have kind of clicked the YouTube link in my YouTube channel, my Instagram account, yeah? Yes. Then you're probably new. So, you might be wondering, what's this video for? Well, I'd like to preface to you that previously this channel, I've always wanted to create a vlog, but I've never been able to get a proper camera. That might change now that I'm in Edinburgh, but for now I'm just using my Huawei P20 Pro phone. Back when I was using this channel, I uploaded 2 videos, or 3. One of them is called How to Avoid Copyright Strikes. That was a couple of years ago. That got 80,000 views. Too long, didn't read. I was just kind of playing around. And then there's this other one called How to Make a YouTube Username, changing it from Gmail to a username. That got 100,000 views. Both those videos have been taken down since. And there's one more video. It's called How to Make a Equilateral Triangle something. That's a Matt's video. Again, that's taken down, I reckon. So there's that. And I haven't uploaded the video since. Maybe, debatable. But in any case, you might be wondering why I'm making this video then, which I should have answered 2 minutes ago. The simple answer is because many of you have been asking questions about my time in Edinburgh, and I feel that, well, I've kind of felt for some reason that I wouldn't answer it in my Instagram story. I just wouldn't. I might just rather answer it, in video form. The other part was that my friend was visiting last Saturday. He was from Newcastle. He was vlogging, and so it kind of brought me a nostalgic times when I used to do videos as well. So I decided probably I'm going to vlog again. So this is one of my first vlogs in a long while. So let's get right into it. There are a couple of questions, common questions. First off, how's Edinburgh so far? It's been my 1 month anniversary of being here. How's it like? Well, I can tell you that it is amazing. It is beautiful. I keep comparing this to London. London is a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to study there or live there. Edinburgh is infinitely many times better. The sunrises, sunsets, that's always my favorite highlights of the day, the people you come across, and the many things you can do here. And I think even if I study for 4 years, I don't think that's gonna be enough. I mean, people say you make the most out of it, and they're partially vindicated, partially true, in the sense that you have so many limited time here. You have a lot of time, but I reckon you won't be as free at some point. You will have free time. So I've gathered my research in my gap year before I came to uni, and I know that second year onwards can get real brutal. So I'm keeping an eye on that. But otherwise, Edinburgh, so far I've been really happy. I've never been happier. I'm currently sharing a flat with 3 other people. 2 of them are from USA. The other one's from New Zealand. I don't know if they want to be in my vlogs, whatever. But I might show them later. Who knows? I do cooking a lot more now. This is my flat. Oops. Nice bed. That's just basically my room. I'm quite happy with it. There's lots of storage. I'm already thinking about accommodation for next year because the best ones get sold out quite fast, and by October, end of October, November. So gotta keep an eye out on that. I would say, there's always something new that I do every day over here. It's nice. I walk a lot. My accommodation is 20 minutes. So that's is in the middle of everything. So wherever you want to go, it's always 20 minutes away from, everything. And that's pretty much it. And then 20 minutes back. So I always clock between 10k to 20k steps a day, depending on what I have during the day, of course, and where I plan to go. Of course, it's a 25-minute walk to Princess Street, which is, one of the main, Edinburgh city centre, basically. The campus is nice. I feel I've joined a couple of societies, clubs. I've not joined sport so far. I played frisbee one time. I'd see how it goes. So far I'm just trying to keep my head afloat with my lectures and tutorials. That's great so far. Some of the assessments are tricky. I like the lectures a lot. The politics lectures are a bit dry, but they're okay so far. They're okay, I guess. I just have to keep on top of my readings. Those kind of things. And it feels kind of... I have financial security, so that's nothing to worry about then. It's just making the most out of things. Insofar, that's pretty much that. I remember some of the questions were about how's the weather over here. The weather is nice. In fact, times when it's fall right now, or autumn, and but surprisingly on Sundays it gets quite warm or quite mild. Of course, that's when the sun's out as well. But at night, especially when it gets windy or when it gets cold or rainy or any of those three combinations, it gets brutal real quick, and I shiver a lot. But I'm happy with my clothing protection per se. That's so far, I guess. I know there are some other questions. I don't. Well, to be honest, I can't remember. Again, I think someone asked me about how my lectures went so far. I used to say that they're all good. Now I'd say that 2 of them are above average, quite good. One is which is the politics lecture. It's okay. A bit dry, but it's okay. The other 2 lectures I'm taking is social policy related. So one's called the financial crisis, and one's called, I think, social policy in the UK. Lectures are really good. The assessments can be a bit tricky. I haven't studied econs, and governance is another thing I've yet to look at in detail. Because if I have to, I think I have to. Oops. I have to say this to everyone as well. When I was applying to the UK, I was planning to do physics and philosophy twice. I didn't expect to convert to politics. Now, I don't have to delve into the further details of that. I think that can be shelved for another vlog idea, my gap year. But basically, I am doing politics now, and I'm doing it for 4 years. I would argue that it may have been the best decision ever. But I just don't know where to go from there with a politics degree. Hopefully I get it. It's a weird thing. I haven't formally studied politics, but yeah, I'm doing politics degree. And the only credential I have was that I've written a dissertation on politics during my time in IB. Plus I do MEN, plus I do debate, plus I just love politics in general. Yeah, if you have a politics quiz or something like that, I'd probably ace it 7 out of 10 times. But yeah, speaking of quizzes, I am part of the quiz society as well. That's nice. I might become part of University Challenge TV show. That's my dream idea. September was a bit hectic being here in Edinburgh, because we have 6 tasks to do essentially, I think it's matriculation, registering for doctors, getting a card, Wi-Fi tech and stuff, biometrics kind of, and I think one more is something to do with banking. Banking took a while, and I ran into some couple of roadblocks, especially with settling my accommodation fees, but I got there in the end, so that's okay. October is a good month. I really, really enjoyed it. It's one of the best months I've ever had. I never felt happier. In fact, I discovered when I was cooking, I found like a really, really good dish. So I can't wait to try that, impress someone one day. Just kidding. But yeah, I say cooking's not hard at all. Save for me still being slow cutting in vegetables. The hardest part is trying to get what you want. Unless you have a recipe and ingredients in mind, you can't. You're gonna spend quite a while in the supermarket. And the temptation in the supermarket is that if you don't have a recipe, or if you don't have ingredients, if you have an undefined time limit there, what will happen is that in the end, you'll be tempted to buy things when you're going shopping or when you're going for groceries. Again, I've looked at the psychology of shopping. I read an interesting article about it. That I can talk about that for another time. So yes, I think let's look first. I think I'll answer 3 questions. How's Edinburgh? How's the weather? And how's my lectures? I've not really answered them structurally, so I apologize. The other question is, what am I doing here right now? Now, the weekends, they're just generally, I'm just trying to. I know a couple of my friends saying, "Hey, you want to come over to my place, or whatever country that they're studying in, let's say, or I'm gonna come to Edinburgh." So we haven't finalized that plan. At the same time, in general, I don't know what to do during the weekends. I might but I always keep an eye out on all events, see which ones I want to go for the most. Otherwise, weekdays I tend to be my lecture. I'm not really busy actually, because studying is all down to you really. You only have 9 hours contact hours per week, in doing lectures and tutorials. So my Mondays I have lectures, 3 lectures back to back in the middle of the day, but that's okay. Tuesday I have nothing but a tutorial from 5 to 5 p.m. Wednesdays is my off day. I shouldn't be calling it an off day. It's more like a reading day, get your stuff together kind of day. Thursday is awful, because I have a class from 9 to 10 a.m. A tutorial, sorry, as I call it. Lectures and then tutorial from 12 to 1 p.m. and then 1 to 2 p.m. is a lecture, and then a workshop from 5 to 6 p.m. So quite hectic. It's not that happens a lot. It's not that a lot happens during that day. It's just that it's so spaced out, so I can get tired real quick. Especially I need to travel back and forth, my accommodation and the campus. And then on Friday, lectures in the afternoon. That's okay. I tend to do planned activities or weekly activities, kind of during the evenings or nighttime. Either I'm in my flat, talking to my flatmates, or playing pool, studying together, or I may have activities going out. So I do quizzes in some areas. I do MEN every now and then, and I've only gone to a debate session once. I wasn't quite happy with it. Long story short, part of it I kind of blame myself, I suppose, because I haven't done debating in ages. I think this jumps to the next question. How is MEN over here? Well, if I had to give a blistering opinion, I think in general, well, you have to consider the nuances really. That they give a study guide and a resolution every week. So to say that people to expect that people will read up on it, kind of delve into it, prepare to debate, prepare to scrutinize resolution. Well, I can see that not really happening. And that means, when the debate session's happening on the Tuesday evenings, it's not as holistic. It's superficial. People there, so they speak quite eloquently, I will admit. But I think it's dwarfed by beginners, I think. People, or a large, or at least small number of people actually have a grasp of the agenda at hand. So I feel that's a real shame. I've only been to the 2 MEN sessions, but I've signed up for external conferences. I signed up for Cambridge University International MEN, so that's, I think, 2nd to 4th November. And I might be going to Worldman, but I think March will be the trickiest month yet. I'll see how it goes from there. It's tricky, really. I think I miss MEN in Malaysia. I know, if I have to be frank about it, that lots of change in Malaysia. I've kind of done my part. I've personally felt I've not done enough, or it's a bit too late, but we'll see how it goes. But it's a change, really. I used to be so enthusiastic to do MEN in university. I still am. In fact, this is one of my first ever goes at it, because university level they have so much caliber, but it can get daunting and real nervous. I know I've done MEN for quite some time now, quite a lot. Even then, if you enter a new circuit, ergo, let's say in UK, which is where I'm in right now, or perhaps in international like Worldman or EUman, whichever you prefer, that can get real scary unless you've done it before. I think that makes sense anyway, because if you've never done it before, you don't know what to expect. Aside from the frameworks and ground basics of MEN, once you've done it, I think you'll be okay with it, and I'll see what goes from there. The next question I think I was asked was, where am I going to travel? Now, I can't remember actually. Funny enough, one of my flatmates, before she started this semester with me, this is her last semester by the way, because she's a visiting student, she's from New Zealand, she told me that she was traveling across Europe during the summer before she came to Edinburgh here, and she recommended me some places. So Bosnia is one of them, because Bosnia has a fascinating history, and I could not agree more on that. Malta was another throw. I'll just have to ask more, really. Because I feel my 4 years here, I might as well visit Europe while I can. I've always wanted to visit Peru, actually. That's one of the countries you not hear so often. But the Incan temples and the llamas there are quite nice. Argentina, but again, those are all in South America. So yes, don't ask me if I'm going to visit Falklands or not. I don't think I don't have an answer to that. Am I gonna visit US? I'm not gonna answer that either. Africa, I don't know. Anything can happen, to be honest. Asia, I don't know. Sometime in the future. Right now the focus is in Europe, really. Yes. Netherlands is on my list right now. I don't know about Italy. I really don't know. Bosnia, Netherlands. To be honest, I really don't know. I'm very sorry for saying the phrase, I don't know. But I'm hoping, the bigger picture is, I'm hoping to enjoy, visiting those countries, doing whatever I can. And, traveling with people as well. That's the biggest part. Because, I'm going to share experiences with them, which is going to be amazing. But first of all, my passport expires on May 22nd, which is 2 days before my birthday. So I will need to head down to London in December, renew it before I can travel anywhere. Otherwise, I can't even travel back to Malaysia before. Yeah, I have to travel back to Malaysia for some stuff. Do I miss Malaysia? I do, but I don't feel sad about it. There's been nostalgia every now and then. it's simply because I know I will come back. Well, hopefully, as I said. But during my gap, I think part of me saying why this missing Malaysia thing isn't as stinging is because in my gap year, I've kind of fully immersed in Malaysia. This gap year is the year I don't spend much studying. I do study, but that was only for my retakes last November, November 2017, my retake exams. Otherwise, I wasn't studying. I was mostly doing MEN and venturing other stuff. And I think I was in Malaysia. The Malaysia in me was there already. So not to say that I don't miss Malaysia. I do, but it's not like totally sad or negative kind of thing. Those are things. I think the other question was I can't remember. Relationships. Now that's one of the only personal questions I received so far of Edinburgh. The answer is I can't tell you. Obviously, of course I'll tell my very, very, very closest friends. But the other thing is, I think with relationships, I rather see what happens. I rather if it's spontaneous, it's kind of one of the best times for relationships to happen. I don't want to be too phased and get it to my head so much. Don't know really. Some people have been asking me as well whether I have crushes or interest. That's too personal. I can't really tell you. I can't confirm nor deny. Now that I might as well say no, but I think to keep things interesting and to give my future vlogs ideas, I'm not gonna say yes or no. I'll let you figure out. But yes, I think making this recording so far, I think I'm gonna invest in a camera. I will, a proper mic. I don't know if I played back this video and upload it to YouTube. I'll see how it goes. I'm really scared. I'm really nervous. But overall feels nostalgic really. To make videos again. I used to dream of being a YouTuber actually, making money from it. I know a couple people laugh about it. Looking back, I also laugh at it as well. But I think whoever sees this video, I reckon you're coming from my Instagram private account, the second private account I think, which I can't tell the name. If you came from here, welcome. This is my YouTube channel. I've had it for a while. Otherwise, yeah, I think I'll make more videos soon probably. Iman, if you're watching this, I know you're gonna upload your Edinburgh vlog soon. Please do give a shout out to my channel. I'll shout out your channel as well. I'll find your channel soon. I mean, I've already watched some of your videos. For those of you who don't know, Iman is like a person I know for 2 years now, probably a bit more. He's studying Newcastle. That's northeast England. Recently, he took a bus from Newcastle to Edinburgh, which I think is about around 2 hours or so. I was showing him around Edinburgh. Yeah, he's really enjoying it. He's gonna release a vlog soon. But yeah, I think if you have any questions, just direct message me, really, WhatsApp message me. I mean, I'm not gonna put my WhatsApp again. I'm not gonna put my Instagram account details or WhatsApp details. If you already have it, you have it. I fortunately don't want to disclose it in a YouTube description box. But I think that's it for now. So, who knows? You may see another video from me soon. Until then, I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.